Did stages. So that is actually downstairs. What you could do has a sectional, turn into like a media room, great room, whatever, entertaining space. But it's been steady traffic. Got complimented on the marketing, right? Obviously, I would imagine psychologically, even subconsciously, you see a house a little bit older, needs some updates, and you see something that's wrong with it, you're gonna think everything is wrong with it. So they want it's a quick move, so they'll have to move relatively quickly. So he's like, "Can I see it today?" I have to let him in. I was heading home. You guys, first open. We opened at 11. It was crazy. Had some breaking dash. People were waiting. Now I want to show you the home, show you the crib, show you how we laid it out, show you what I did. Right. First one, you can let me know how I did. So immediately split level, 3, 2.5. Primary upstairs, downstairs area, half bath, of course. We'll start downstairs. So this, called this family room, turned into a great room. Whatever. I'll show you upstairs what we did with the rendering as far as potential staging. Outdoor, we do have a pool in the back. Funny story, it's shaped by like a W, and the owner, her name is Wendy. So she thought that was a sign, and she's been living here for 15 years, so she must have been right. Again, 2 more rooms, small, quaint, and we have a full bath as well. Let me go ahead and put that down. There we go. And then let's take you upstairs to the other half. All right, carpets were crazy before, we got them cleaned. Again, she's been living here 15 years. Furniture, a little old, but this is pretty open. But we did, let's check this out. You seen this part yesterday. We did stage it. So that is actually downstairs. What you could do has a sectional, turn into like a media room, great room, whatever, entertaining space. The first bedroom, her primary, which you'll see in a second, then the living area and the kitchen. This wall, not load bearing. Bethany showed up late, so you know she's on popcorn duty. She's the one who referred me, so you know without her, I wouldn't be here today. We'll see if that's a good thing or bad. Jokes, all good. Primary, here we are. So it is 11:30. Originally gonna be here till 1. Had a couple requests to show, so we're pushing till 2 o'clock. And yeah, I'll show you my fit later. Little popcorn bar, sweet, savory. We got seasonings, and then look at this, Tiff's Treats. I don't know who this is, but they sent me some cookies. Are you gonna eat some?
Cookies?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we got cookies. So hey, whoever Tiff's Treats are, shout out for the cookies. We will be having those. All right, what is up? Checking back in at the end of the open. It's been a steady flow, right? At 11 o'clock, people were waiting outside, ready to come in. Then it died down for about an hour. Ever since then, being ebb and flow, so people coming in. What was interesting, the feedback. A couple people from the Northwest. One from Kent, one from Seattle area, West Seattle area. Of course, I'm a Northwest person, had that connection. But the people we thought would be interested are the ones interested. Relocating from the Northwest. We had couples, one with teenage kids. Expect to get a couple more offers, but it's been steady traffic. Got complimented on the marketing, so love that, as well as the virtual staging, getting people an idea what it look like. But it's been fun, it's been good, it's been steady, ready to shut down, and I'm supposed to get an offer tomorrow. There's a couple people I would suspect might put in an offer as well. I think this house is gonna go. I think it's priced remarkably well from what you get. Like I said, you just can't get a house this size, this location under 500,000. Just doesn't exist, literally. So people were happy with the price point. They know we priced it according to have some upgrades, and things are gonna go fast. Yo, what is going on? It's actually Tuesday. A lot's going on since the first open house. This is like the first week. It's like, okay, the open house, then what? So had the open house Saturday, super successful. Because this is my first time, I really didn't even know what was good or what was not, right? I had nothing to compare it to. But when I was giving feedback to my team yesterday, and I explained, hey, I had a line, hey, this how many people came through, their reactions, their responses told me that it was in fact a successful open house. But at the end of the day, nothing's obviously done till we get contracts. So had the open house Saturday, got some feedback about the back patio as well as the stairs. And was on the phone with the seller Sunday as I had a contractor over. Gave a quote, and you realize this is an everyday job. This is like so much goes on. Obviously, it's an emotional transaction. The seller was emotional, but we got through it, and I got that quote back. And so today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to meet up with the seller again. I want to go over the quote. I want to just update her with how everything's going, what the feedback is. Also want to inform her that we have another viewing request today, got 2 more for tomorrow, and just how important these viewings are. And they really kind of go over like next steps, like what are our options. If she in fact fixes the patio, what does that look like? If she doesn't, what does that look like? But also want to get the HOA disclosure, or excuse me, the seller disclosure, the HOA addendum, all these documents, right? Just to upload to the MLS, people can see, hey, this home is in good shape. And psychologically, if we have that issue with the patio, I want them to be able to be as open and optimistic as possible, not thinking that something's wrong. Right? Obviously, I would imagine psychologically, even subconsciously, if you see a house a little bit older, needs some updates, and you see something that's wrong with it, you're going to think everything is wrong with it. So hopefully the seller disclosure, everything else will kind of not overcome that, maybe combat it a little bit. So I'm about to go get that and have this conversation. Hopefully everything goes well, see what she's open to, and either way, just navigate, pivot. I think this being the first one, I've learned a lot, but it's like there's so much more to learn. I kind of want to go through it. Like for the seller's sake, I want the home to sell fast, but I want to see how you navigate all these different turns, just so that makes me that much more prepared for the next one. So about to meet up with her, have coffee, talk about everything. Hopefully it goes well. It probably will. It probably should. And then it is what it is. And that's the thing. At the end of the day, it is what it is, right? If not this, then what? If this, then what? Right? So that's what we're gonna go over. And wish me luck. All right, update. And I really do need to get a holder in the car. This is not what I should be doing. Good thing is it has that face tracker, so I ain't gotta worry about looking too hard. But I messaged a buyer that does not have a broker about the seller disclosure being updated. And he called me back and was like, hey, I don't have a broker and I want to see the house again. Cash buyer. He's from Kent, relocated here. His wife loves it here. They're leasing right now. They want to buy. It's a quick move, so they'll have to move relatively quickly. So he's like, can I see it today? I have to let him in. I was heading home. So I did a quick U-turn, heading out to Chandler right now. We already have a viewing scheduled for 6:15. I could be there at 4:30, gonna meet him at 4:45. I had to call my seller and she agreed to it. As I explained to her, because it is in fact a cash buyer, one thing to take into consideration, that 2.5% we will be paying to a buyer's agent. Don't have to worry about. The buyer requesting concessions most likely is a moot point because he doesn't have any closing costs or anything like that as far as financing is concerned. So that 5% on $450,000, if we sold it at full ask, well, that's actually $22,500, right? So now we are literally starting at 428 or 427.5 and gonna net the same amount of money. So just have that conversation to keep that in mind. We'll see. Obviously, I'm sure he's going to try to lowball it, but at the end of the day, it's where my seller's going to end up at. So I'm going to go see what he has to say. I messaged the other realtor to see if he has an offer coming in, and go from there. So we'll see what happens. Let's see. What is up? Just got through meeting with my coach. Everything is good, man. I got all the documents updated. Found out more about seller concessions, what it includes, what it does not, how to negotiate it. Man, this is just fun, just learning. Honestly, just learning all the different aspects. And I know this is just the beginning, right? Like she said, you learn something on every single deal. So excited about that. Excited to have a few more tools in my tool belt. A few more things added to the arsenal, and just feeling a little bit better until, I get hit with some shit that I have no idea of. But, that's part of the process. So, about to follow up with a couple of these potential buyers, a couple of these realtors, see what they're at, see what they're thinking, get feedback on the house, and make the next steps of getting her back patio, the deck is in the stairs complete, so we can get that going. So excited. About to go to the gym, get some running in, but this is another day, another week. Every day something new in this real estate game.